Breeze in, she's a lover. Nobody's lover, babe, she says. Great tune. Okay, we're going to do the tutorial for Wish You Were Black. So, we'll do what we always do. We'll play along and then I'll tell you what he's doing. Okay, so what's he doing? Well, the answer is we can really only guess at some of it, you know, because we don't have video. But we're going to do our best to figure it out. So, we're going to start on the 2nd fret of the A string and with our index finger, hammer on to the 3rd fret of the A string. Okay, now you could do it here. Okay, and you do get more of that kind of woolly tone. It's a bigger string and it's higher up, so you get that. However, I do think it might be here because later on he goes to an F and it's really, it just feels like the F is under his hand now. I don't know. Like you get there just as easy. So you do it where you feel is more logical for you because we don't know. Okay, so after we do that, we're going to go up to the 12th, 15th, 16th fret on the G string and the 16th fret on the D string, and we're going to use there's 2 ways of doing this. We're going to either slide up 1 fret, or you can bridge across the 2 strings with 1 finger and do that and hammer on, so you get this. Personally, what I think it might be is he slid up with these 2 fingers. Or these 2. Actually, more him, it's more likely those 2, isn't it? Now, when you listen to the recording, it actually feels like it's this. Because this is ever so slightly flat. And it would lead you to believe that it's here, which is the 15th to the 16th fret instead of 16th to 17th. Is that? Yeah, that's 15, 17. So 16 to the 17th fret on both strings. But it does sound sometimes like it's that. And actually, one of the very first ones includes this, a little kind of mistake. So I'm tempted to believe that the guitar was slightly out of tune because he doesn't actually play this D string anywhere else, or the intonation was out. And the reason I think it might be tuning is that it seems to rectify itself by the end of the song, where it's much more clearly that, to my ear. And the original demo, the 1977 demo, he's playing the 16th to the 17th and not the 15th to the 16th. So, on balance, I think it's 16 to 17, and that would also put us in the key of C. It gives you a C chord up here. All right? So, that doesn't really mean anything with Mick because he could do really atonal things deliberately too. But all told, the more I hear it, the more I think it's that. Right, so. Now you hear a lot of string noise because this mic is picking up. So if I turn this off, hang on. There's a lot less string noise. Okay, so that's that first bit. That goes right the way through. That is the main riff. And again, with Mick Karn, it's not that this is actually technically so difficult to play those 4 notes, you know, those 2 little phrases. It's that keeping the discipline to do it is hard. So anyway, that's that part. As he gets to say the lyric, "A ghetto in your heart," he goes... Okay, so what that is he's been playing this riff. So it's the same hammer on 2nd fret to the 3rd, and again, and then hit the F really quick, which is your index finger on the 1st fret of the E string. Hearts of mass production, baby, keeping us apart. Okay, and that brings us up to the next bit, which is a chromatic run. Okay, just at the end of that verse. So it goes 3rd fret on the E, on the A, open E, 1st fret on the A, E, Sorry, it was a late night. Second fret on the E to the third fret on the E, which gives us a chromatic up from C, and then a chromatic up from E, F, F sharp, and G. So, now. On the word now, he slides down. I wish you were black, babe. Okay, so that's the third fret, and you slide down. Okay, and the next part is the little run. I'm gonna break it here, and I'll show you that. I wish you were black, babe. No, you're superintendent. Just ever coming back. She puts you on the right. This little run is interesting. It's one of these things that isn't what you think it is until you strip away the stuff away from the center channel, leave the center channel isolated, and if you slow it down, you can hear what he's playing. So, after this, I know, I wish you were black, babe. He goes to an F, which is the first fret on the E string, and he plays 2 notes. Actually, what I'll do is I'll show you it slow for those of you who that suffices for. So it's 2, which is unusual, isn't it? You know. So it's 2 on the F here, the first fret of the E string. Open A, 1 note. First fret on the A, 1 note. Second fret on the A, 1 note. And then you're onto the C, third fret. So it's, when you hit the third fret, it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing counting there. Ignore that. So it's 2 here. 1, open A. 1, B flat. 1 on the B, and then 3 there. Okay. Then you're going to switch down to the third fret on the E string, to the second fret on the B string, third fret on the B string, fourth fret on the B string, fifth fret on the B string. So it's and then you have Rob Dean and that fabulous guitar playing on this album. I love it. So that's that little riff. It's you'd get away with kind of playing whatever, but what it actually is that. So 2, 1, 1, 3. Okay, put you on the right track. And the next bit is the breezing bit. Let's get to that part. Okay, so this part, over the breezing, she's a lover. We're going to go from the 5th fret of the A string, which gives us a D, to the 3rd fret of the A string. Now, you should probably do that with your 3rd to the 1st finger like that. Okay, and that's the phrase, bam, bam. And the same crack going from the 3rd fret of the A string to the 1st fret of the A string, and the same rhythm. So it's bam, 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 bam. And then you've got your riff again. Nobody's lover, babe, she says. And you hang on that just a little bit. Now the next bit, when I got the bass part isolated a little bit, this is much louder than all the other parts, and it's either that someone was what they call riding a fader, so that you're sat at it was an analog desk in those days. You sat there and, okay, Mick, here's your bit. You'd have people helping you, and you push up the fader for that bit. Or what I think is more likely is that it's dropped in on either on the bass track or on a separate track. But what it is he didn't play it with his thumb. He plucked it with his finger. It's not like that. But you can hear thunk. What it actually is this. Now, bear in mind in 1978 when this was recorded, all that kind of playing was coming in, that slap playing, and every player, especially young players, they want to be relevant and playing what's current. And this would have been a way to get that sound at the time. So what he's doing, he's going to pluck this. You literally put your finger under the string, or you can grip it with your thumb and your index finger. That's what I actually think it is. Anyway, I've no way known. So you play it, with your hook your finger under. We're going to go the 5th fret of the A string to the 3rd fret of the A string to the 1st fret of the A string, and then you got your Moog solo. Right, so it's breezing. Why am I thumbing that? Breezing, breezing. She's a lover. Nobody's lover, babe. She says, breezing, breezing. That's it. That's all there is in the song. The rest of the song actually is the same. So the solos follow a format of either a verse or a chorus, and if you listen, you'll hear them. We've covered those bits, and I think it just ends on a G or a C. It ends on a C. So it's your 3rd fret on the A string. Okay, so there's Wish You Were Black. Hope that helped. We're going to get to the rest of this album, and then we've obscure alternatives to do, and then we've got the whole album done. So thanks for sticking with me. I know this is not the most popular of Mick's playing. It's not the most popular album, but in the interest of completeness, we're going to do it. So keep your requests coming. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps. And thanks again for watching. Cheers.